Hey everybody, the cameraman here. It's a little noisy. I'm walking over the 5 freeway on Ball Road here in Anaheim. I wanted to get a shot of this before I arrived to the protest. We have 3 helicopters circling the area where this protest is supposed to happen. I'm on my way right now to the protest. I'm not sure where exactly it's at. It might be in the intersection again tonight here at Ball and Euclid, but I'm gonna try and walk down and get as close to the officer's house that was involved as possible, because apparently his car's got keyed, there's some damage, and I want to get some photos of that, but I'm not sure what is gonna happen exactly, if they have that area blocked off, what the situation is. I was at the Public Safety Board meeting and I overheard our good Chief of Police, Raul Casad, who's a pathological liar, say that the streets were calm. So I'm hoping if there is a protest, it wasn't like anything that happened last night. So we'll see when we get there. Okay, I'm right across the street right here now from Ball Junior High School. This is apparently where the juvenile that was involved in the altercation goes to school. The NBC4 was here today to ask kids about what happened and to get interviews, and they sent someone from the school district, a PIO from the school district, to bully and intimidate kids, as well as NBC4 and to not give interviews. They tried to bully NBC4 off of public property, and then when they realized that wouldn't work, they tried to intimidate the kids into not giving interviews. But of course they failed. Parents allowed to do interviews, and even so, they have a right to themselves to get, say if they want to do an interview or not. It was all about trying to suppress the First Amendment, because they knew the teens will speak freely in what they saw, and of course they didn't want to allow them to do that. So I'm glad that they failed in trying to bully those kids in NBC4. But this is the school not too far from where this incident occurred. Okay, hey everybody, here we go. Hey everyone, it's the cameraman here. As well, you probably know that there was an incident involving a 13-year-old and an off-duty LAPD officer. I'm heading out to the neighborhood where this occurred. I see blue lights. Today is Thursday, February 23rd. It's 7:36 p.m. right now. Looks like they got some sort of perimeter set up. I see cones, so I'm gonna get as close as I can, but I don't know. We have media on scene. Doesn't appear to be a large crowd tonight like there was last night. It's, as far as I can see, there's some people down there, but I don't think there is a large crowd like there was last night. Now we have a tow truck driver right here showing up, so there may be a vehicle to tow somewhere. I'm not 100% sure. We have another CBS2 KCAL 9 news van down here as well. So apparently this appears where all the news vans have gone. They've left the Anaheim Police Department and they are now down here. So we have KTLA 5, CBS2, KCAL 9, and this one unidentified van. Okay, what it appears is that the Anaheim Police have this section of the neighborhood closed off. So I don't think we'll be getting down to the house. I'll have to see. Now, I'm not sure if that's a reflection down there or if they have the other side of the street closed off too. Now, I do believe there is a second way to get into this neighborhood. So I'm gonna see on the other side down there if it's closed off as well. But it appears this section here is closed off, and the only way you're getting through is if you're a resident that has a car there or you live on the street. but it appears for right now this section of the road is closed off. Okay, everybody, I said in my previous video, since there was nobody here, I was gonna leave, but as I was leaving, put my stuff away from here, I noticed some Anaheim PD units showing up in Dodge Chargers there, and a couple of them already had their riot helmets on, so I decided to come back over here. It's now 8:28 p.m. Thursday, February 23rd. We've amassed a crowd, a bit of a small crowd over here. Not as many people as last night, that's for sure. So it looks like we're gonna have another protest start underway here any moment now. As you can see, Anaheim police here with their, they have their body, you know, their helmets on, ready for warfare, if you will. We have the Anaheim police chopper overhead. You can see here, get some shots. There, they already have their weapons out. This guy here is a baton ready. I'm going to cross here, hopefully safely. Now, one guy over here has a gas, one of those guns that shoots gas grenades out. Now, as you can see over here, get a better shot. They're barricading the road with their vehicles. We got this guy out with it appears to be a lethal shotgun. Doesn't appear to be less than lethal. They apparently have ready to use lethal force, it looks like. Now, we may have more people start to show up as the night goes on. If it's going to get too rowdy, I am going to leave. I don't want to get caught in the middle of this riot. If it turns into a riot, I don't want to get caught in the middle of that. So I'm going to be very, very careful tonight and watch what I'm doing here. I don't want to get caught up in this, screw the pooch, if you will. As you can see, notice how these media people over here with big lights are getting behind the skirmish line and are protected by the police. Now, me as a alternative media source, if you will, I am not subjected to this protection. I am out here on the side of the protesters. I have no protection whatsoever. So if they decide to arrest me, they'll arrest me. They don't care if I'm media. They don't care that I'm recording. They'll consider me part of the protest. Even though I'm not protesting, I'm here to document tonight. Like I said, I do not have the protection that the common media has, if you will. Okay, I didn't capture it, but people over here shouting vulgarities and profanities towards the skirmish line. We had one officer walk over in that direction, get some profanity yelled at his way. I told him to get back to his dick-sucking line. As you can see, we have people over here that are not afraid to get up to the line. But large crowd is still amassing over here. But like I just said before I started recording, these people are teasing the monkey in the gorilla house. So they, after what happened last night, and all hell could break loose at any moment. So be very, very careful. Now, I don't know, I might be able to get a shot here, but I believe it's that house right there with the trailer in it. That's the officer's house. Might be further down, but let's count. We have one. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 squad cars on scene. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 officers on scene. We have 20 officers on scene. Excuse me, ladies. I noticed you guys are up here in front of the skirmish line here. Everyone's over here. You're not afraid to get up close and start playing music. Just wondering, how do you feel? Are you intimidated at all? Do you really just don't care that they're here?
I just want them to realize what the fuck they're doing.
You know, it's like kind of letting child abuse happen. I might sound stupid, but if you think about it, it's like that fool's older. Like, he's hitting a little kid.
Well,
why did he dragging him and then pulls a gun out on kids?
So you're saying he stooped down to his level, in a sense? Okay, thank you. Okay, we almost had a tape crossing incident over here.
Yeah, I'm live.
About ready to see. Now more people have gotten over on this side over here. Starting to rile up over here. Better some grass over here. Can't see really too good. But as I excuse me. Okay, I'm walking over here. I want to get a wide shot just to see how many, people are lining up on the streets over here. Over here. Let's see. Now we got a good amount of people over here lining up on the streets on both sides. We got a good crowd over here. We have a bit of a larger crowd over on this side. I don't know what's going to happen here. Everybody, we got a lot of rowdy, a lot of pissed off people here tonight, I can tell. Now we have a driver here. Looks like people are confused as to what to do. I'm not sure here with this crowd. I don't condone. I may not agree with these kids out here saying, the cops suck dick and this and that, but excuse me, that is their First Amendment right to tell them to get behind that dick sucking line. That is their right. But remember, they have no right. The First Amendment does not cover the right to destroy property, block intersections, assault people, things along that line. So we can yell at these people all we want, tell them they're dick suckers, this and that, but as soon as, you start blocking the intersection, destroying property, assaulting people, destroying Anaheim PD property, then there's going to be problems. But so far, so good. Okay, now they've positioned their squad cars and they've turned the lights on the crowd here. As you can see, now the teenagers are hiding behind the bushes. This, not a bush, it's a, what do you call it? A bird of paradise, And now they've turned the lights on us, so now, unfortunately, I do have to go across the street now because their lights are obstructing my camera, so I'm gonna have to face this way because any lights, they're obstructing. So now we got a better angle here so the lights aren't obstructing my camera. As you can see, they've turned on all the lights on the squad car there and the lights on the squad car there, and now they're shining the lights at people. We just got a middle finger over there, that guy in the hoodie there. So I don't know, we may have some action here any minute now, but I'm not sure what the police have planned. It is, I think it's coming across the 9 o'clock hour now. Last night the Anaheim police helicopter, from what I heard, told everybody to disperse. So I'm wondering if the helicopter is going to tell us people to disperse, or Anaheim police tonight are going to let people, crowd and have their 2 cents. But I have no idea. It looks like the police are making the first move here. Okay, I don't know where he got it, but this guy's got a souvenir here, if you will. I don't know where. It looks like all the original police tape is still intact. I happen to have my own Anaheim police tape back at my house, especially when after a crash scene they just leave it there hanging on the pole. So I saw it there on my walk home. Actually, it is in a Buena Park DUI checkpoint video where I took this police tape. They just left it hanging on a pole, so it was just blowing in the wind. So I took it. I mean, I cleaned up the trash, and I haven't used it, but I figured I could probably use it in something like a reenactment. But yeah, this guy's got his own souvenir of the protest tonight. Cool. I got people with masks on. Guy's got a bandana over his face. Okay, now we have an Anaheim PD unit down here. They're now shining lights this way at the crowd over there. So now we have three cars with all their lights on. I don't see any more protesters down here. Looks like just people arriving to the scene. But now we have cars almost at all directions of the street shining light. No car is positioned over there yet, but we have lights coming from that way, and we have lights coming from this way. Oh, so here's our first casualty here. As you can see, I'll turn on the light here, that they've smashed a windshield. That's a pretty good size hit there, but didn't shatter. The windshield is designed not to shatter, but that's going to cost at least a new windshield. And if this guy doesn't have insurance, he's going to be screwed. So the media has advised me to watch myself, and I am going to do that because even though I'm out in public here, and you do not have the expectation of privacy in public, someone who may be breaking something may not want me to film them breaking that, because when you think about it, technically I am documenting them committing a crime, and they may not take too kindly to me documenting them committing a crime. Okay, I'm now heading back over to the skirmish line. I guess the crowd has dispersed and decided to go break stuff away from the police. I'm not sure where everybody went. There was a large group of people. Now there's only a couple people hanging around here. Majority of people all left and went down there. So I don't know if the neighborhood over there is going to start getting vandalized, but it looks like the police are going to stay here. So I'm not sure if they're going to move and go down there and try and stop people from vandalizing. But we've already had a windshield busted, so that might be it, or there could be more. Okay, now I've been talking with some more media people here, and as we're talking, this other Anaheim PD unit has pulled up onto the sidewalk, onto this resident's lawn, and they've got the tape like up, on top of the unit here, and they're shining the lights more at the crowd here. The street is completely lit up. I mean, there's no need for me to use my camera light attachment. Now it appears we have another unit that's pulling up that's going to shine the lights on. Yep. So I don't know what their tactic is here, but so far they're just pulling more cars up and shining the lights, trying to blind people. So this is pretty much what's it. We've had a window smashed, windshield smashed so far, and that's about it. Okay, it appears I'm coming up right now to leave. Now there's no longer a squad car here. There's two motorcycle officers, and there's some road flares. And now there's a gentleman on the curb here. Sir, are you being detained? Okay, we have one detained. One detained so far. And I don't know if this is the guy's father, but we have one detained so far. As I'm leaving here, they have one person detained so far. Now, I do not know if this is the gentleman who smashed the windshield, but I assumed if this was the gentleman that smashed the windshield, that he would be in cuffs by now. But I do not know what the reason this guy has this appears to be either a corporal or sergeant here has this appears to be juvenile detained. He's just sitting on the curb here. Right here. This is all the way away from the media down here, all the way at the entrance to get in. Well, it looks like we had an unmarked unit passing by down there. It looks like they're giving them it's 18, they said. And it looks like they're giving him like the talk. I don't know what he did, but it appears but yeah, it appears he's being let go. I do not know what he was detained for. But oh, and this woman here just brought all these guys donuts. Wouldn't you believe that? They brought them all donuts to eat. Wow. Just wow.